Well, what started as a trickle of reports about stolen credit and debit card numbers from Schnucks customers, it is now a flood. We've heard from customers in St. Louis County, Waterloo, Illinois, and Jefferson County. Schnucks so far has only responded with brief statements saying the grocery store chain hired forensic investigators to track down the cause of this breach. Our Deanna Zoga is hearing an earful from customers, including one who says crooks charged nearly $10,000 on her credit card. Deanna?
Yeah, Sharon, she says the last place that she and her husband used the card was at a Schnucks store in Arnold. A few days later, the credit card company cut it off, saying that their $10,000 credit limit had been hit.
I have a $700 charge in Maryland. I have a $600 charge, and it was just all over the country. And I said, no, those aren't mine.
Over the phone, Terry Proctor says her credit card company asked her about more than $8,500 in charges, racked up in 2 days.
It was all over the country.
So it's not one person that's traveling around, it sounds like.
No, not at all.
Her story is similar to dozens more who called or emailed us, which leads the Secret Service to believe that somewhere along the way, numbers were stolen and used to make counterfeit credit cards.
When the card holders use their card on the point of sale, that information gets sent downstream. And it sounds like somewhere in there is where the compromise is happening.
The Secret Service is not investigating, but is monitoring the reports. Chris Schmidt says the focus is likely on finding the source of the breach and stopping it. As of this afternoon, a Schnucks spokesperson told me by phone that the grocery store chain has not figured out where the numbers were compromised, which means you need to keep checking your statements.
So I did ask if any victims should be worried if they did notice fraud on their credit cards, that any other personal information may have been taken. The Secret Service says, based on what they've seen in this case, just kind of looking from the outside, it does not look like the thieves actually got any other information besides those credit and debit card numbers. A Schnucks spokesperson tells me they're not sure how many customers were impacted. Coming up at 6, when did Schnucks hear that there was an issue? That's the question that we'll address. For now, live Maryland Heights, Deanna Zoga, News 4.